Hello everyone, my name is Sahil and I'll be showing you guys a presentation of solar thermal energy. This video is presented by me and Arthur. We'll be showing you guys social, economic, and environmental perspective. Solar thermal plants use rays from the sun to heat a fluid to very high temperatures. The sun's rays are captured by curved metals panels that focus the sunlight onto a collector holding the fluid, which heats it. After this, the fluid is sent through pipes so that it can transfer its heat to water and make steam. Next, the steam is converted into mechanical energy in a turbine, which is energy that is an object because of the object's motion, position, both. The turbine power a generator which produces electricity. Solar thermal plants use rays from the sun to heat a fluid to very high temperatures. After this, the fluid is sent through pipes so that it can transfer its heat to water and make steams. Next, the steam is converted into mechanical energy in a turbine, which is energy that is an object because of an object's position, motion, or both. The turbine power a generator which produces electricity. Political influence. In two provinces, British Columbia and Ontario, there has been a move towards funding the green energy sources. The provincial Liberal government in 2011 passed Ontario's Green Energy Act. Although ambitious in promoting green energy, this act has been resulted in Ontario being sued by foreign corporations because they claim the Green Energy Act limits access to government subsidies to companies that only use Canadian products in building renewable energy plants. Because of these resultant lawsuits, Ontario is now burdened in paying international penalties costing billions of dollars. As a result, the Ontario Green Energy Act has failed to produce thousands of jobs it was originally intended to provide. The problems with the Green Energy Act have slowed the desire to expand renewable energy sources such as solar thermal energy. However, carbon taxes may be enacted on various countries which will make solar thermal energy and other renewable energy sources more affordable. Solar thermal power plants usually need 1/4 to 1 square mile or more of land. It needs a consistent amount of direct sunlight. It has lots of farmland, but it's bad for farming. There are many deserts and regions that have semi-dry climates. Less than 3% of the Sahara Desert would be enough land to cover the world's demand for energy with solar electricity. Health and safety in the workplace. Workers at solar thermal energy plants face many dangers. For an example, maintenance of the steam and coolant systems can be dangerous due to burns or explosions. There are also the obvious hazards of dealing with the electricity that has been produced. A worker could be shocked or exposed to EMF, which is an electromagnetic field. Although solar thermal energy plants may look futuristic, they are an eyesore. They look like a big silver gash on the countryside and create an annoying reflection of light. They also destroy beautiful landscapes like the desert outside of Moroccan city of Khorazade. Light and noise and pollution. Noise caused by the turbine or generator could be annoying. Also, the curved pieces of metal that focus the sunlight on the collector could be annoying to live near because there would always be these big glaring pieces of metal on the horizon. In the next couple of slides, you will see how much solar thermal energy actually costs. It isn't actually expensive. People think it's expensive because the devices themselves are expensive to buy and install. But the technology is a one-time purchase that over time will save you money on electricity bills because the fuel used in the device is free. The operative cost is between 5,000 and 10,000 USD per kilowatt with thermal storage. Without thermal storage, it costs 4,500 to 7,000 USD per kilowatt. These are the only initial costs. 140,360 USD per megawatt. 16% of these costs are the maintenance costs. The capital costs are commercial solar thermal energy plant costs over $250 million to build. The lifespan of a solar thermal energy plant is 30 years. Solar thermal plants pay their initial costs of 1 year. Employment and research and development. The National Solar Test Facility has one of the world's largest indoor solar simulators. Sometimes companies use the NSTF for testing, researching, product development, scientific development, and model validation of solar thermal technologies. One way that solar thermal energy plants have a long-term effect on the environment is land use. Even though they don't require much land, one way that solar thermal energy plants have a long-term effect on the environment is by their use and spilling of chemicals, like the herbicides used to prevent plants from growing near the plant or the chemicals used to prevent dust. Air quality. Even though you wouldn't think that something centered around the sun's heat would have an effect on air quality, solar thermal energy plants do, because solar thermal power plants are centered around the sun's heat. One would assume that there is no effect on the air quality because of them, but some solar thermal plants release particulates into the air. Compared to natural gas-fired power plants of the same size, the amount is very small, but still this could be a problem. When the Yvonne Pass solar thermal plant in the Mojave Desert was being planned, there was concern that it would impact the habitat of the desert tortoise. The Yvonne Pass plant has also been responsible for burning birds while they're in the air. Impact of failure. There is a danger of solar thermal plants exploding. One of the reasons for that is that it could be possible for the fluid to get too hot while it was inside the system. This could be caused because of being a mistake in the routing of the liquid or there being a blockage in the system. Either of these two things could cause the fluid to absorb too much heat and become so hot that it would explode. Ideal application and location. Solar thermal energy is the best method of producing electricity because it does not have a major impact on the environment. It's extremely expensive and needs only a location with consistent, direct sunlight. The best location for solar thermal energy plant would be in Alberta with direct sunlight. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.